30 Americans is a selection of works from the Rubel family collection in Miami. Don and Mira Rubel have been collecting cutting-edge contemporary art for more than 40 years. And in 2008, they organized an exhibition that they titled 30 Americans, which featured works by African American artists in their collection. The title came from their understanding of exhibitions from the Museum of Modern Art in New York, which always featured 8 Americans, 12 Americans. And these exhibitions, oddly enough, were almost always white men. And they used that as a way to bring attention to the fact that these African American artists are central to the story of contemporary American art and have made some iconic works that I imagine one day will be illustrated in the history of American art. The exhibition has challenged us on 2 fronts. First, logistically. Some of these works are large. The largest painting I've ever exhibited is the Kehinde Wiley Sleep. It's 25 feet wide, and that was a super complicated thing to install. But it's also continued the dialogue about race in the arts in Tacoma, and that's been a real opportunity for the museum to think about its impact, to think about how we sit in this region, and to be a leader. One of the most shocking works of art is the Gary Simmons installation called Duck Duck Noose. This is a circle of stools with small Klan hoods on them. And it's important to remember that the Klan is here in the Northwest, it's active, they continue to recruit, and that it's a violent history, and we can't ignore it any longer. We understand that the museum has to play a central role in this conversation about race and change in these attitudes. And hopefully an exhibition like 30 Americans will provide an opportunity for us to sit down together and talk about what we need as a city, as a society, and how to repair this legacy of racism, slavery, segregation, and understand that these issues, that they're here in Tacoma.
Those conversations are happening in a variety of ways in a variety of places. Certainly at some of our programs, we are designing kind of facilitated, moderated forums for that to happen. But we also have student tours and adult tours that are entirely structured around open-ended conversations and open-ended questions. So we're not just walking visitors through the exhibition, telling them what to see and what they should notice, but really inviting our visitors to look deeply, to think deeply, to feel deeply, and to trust that process of what a work of art and what an artist can tell you through their works of art. And so some amazing conversations are happening in our tour programs. And then we have this visitor response wall. Visitors are contributing their own kind of part of the conversation to that wall. But every now and again, comments across the board will start to speak to each other. So there's this very organic conversation that is happening a little bit out of time and place, and maybe the people aren't even there when it's happening, where we have this really beautiful record of how that conversation is evolving over the course of the exhibition.
30 Americans for me has been an exhibition that is a labor of love, but it also is the exhibition I think that Tacoma has been waiting for and needing. It's an exhibition that features different styles of art, paintings, sculpture, and what I love the most about it is that there is a story in every work of art. It's multi-generational, so the story and how you identify with it may not be the same for everyone, but there is a connection point in every piece of work of art and a reference point. And it gives us the ability and the courage to talk about things that may be difficult. It's not all heavy and negative and introspective. There are some beautiful things, there are joyous things, there are funny things. But I think it really is the exhibition that not only that Tacoma needs, but that Tacoma has been waiting for.